Thank you, Minister.
Just give the camera right up.
No worries.
Are these new dogs, or are some retired and we've got extras, or are they replacing dogs?
No, so we just had a handler transition. So both the handlers that are behind me, Ben and Levi, are both former drug detection dog handlers. Every now and again we rotate handlers through different specialties, and Ben and Levi, about 16 weeks ago, moved across from our specialist detection area across to our general purpose dog area. So over the last 16 weeks we've put Ben and Levi through their paces in all sorts of specialist capabilities in relation to general purpose dogs. So they've been put through their paces in terms of obedience, agility, tracking, area searching and criminal apprehension.
So the general purpose team of dogs hasn't grown much at all?
No, we're just maintaining our current capability numbers, that's right. Yeah.
How many dogs do you have in that section then?
So in the general purpose capability area we have 13 dogs, and in our specialist detection we currently have 9 drug detection dogs and 3 firearms and explosive detection dogs.
It was suggested maybe around the traps that these are the true crime fighting dogs.
Oh look, they do a really valuable job in the organisation more broadly, but look, we are just one part of a big team. The success that we have as a unit pretty much comes back to how well our people on the front line do and how hard they work to make sure that the situations that enable us to actually track the offenders are right.
And so the training's pretty intensive?
It's very intensive, that's right. So for these two dogs and handlers, they've been put through 16 weeks of training. Our other dog, Orbit, police dog Orbit, who's just graduated as well, who couldn't be with us today, he was put through an 8-week course. So his expertise is in firearms and explosive detection.
And how old are each of these dogs?
So Judge over my right hand shoulder is just about 2 years of age, and Rusty's a spring chicken, he's only about 15 months.
And what will these dogs be doing when they're out working?
The two dogs have already started working. They've been out operationally already, and they're already getting wins. Both dogs have successfully located offenders in the past few weeks. So yeah, they're already off and running. The bulk of the time, the bulk of their work will be in relation to locating offenders who don't want to be found, who may have fled from crime scenes. It could involve tracking them, searching a specific area where someone may be hiding. They are also trained in article detection as well, so it may be that someone's fled from a scene and dropped something that can't be located, so our dogs can go in and detect human odour on that article that's been dropped. And where required, they're also involved in criminal apprehension as well.
Can you take us through the specific incidents that these two dogs have already been a part of?
Look, off the top of my head, I couldn't give those to you. If you refer to our Facebook page, they're on there. So yeah.
Offenders in the past 2 weeks.
They have. That's right. Yes. Yeah.
Take your hat off to these dogs.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Look, and all our dogs are amazing. So you know, just yesterday there was an incident up at Aldgate where an offender was located as well. And again, it comes back to the members on the front line just holding in good cordons for our handler to get there and track through some really rough terrain that find that person. So that's just a very small example of what our dogs are capable of.
And how do these dogs enter, I guess, a training program in the first place?
Well, there's 2 ways we can enter. So we have our own breeding program, and on the back of that is our development program. So those dogs we generally get as about 8-week-old puppies. Earlier this year we brought 5 8-week-old puppies into our program who are progressing through. One sadly is off, he's found himself an alternative career, but the other 4 are still going very, very well. They'll continue through their development program till they're around 12 months of age, at which point in time we'll make an assessment as to their suitability to remain in the program, and if they are suitable then they'll go on to the same dog course that the 2 behind me have just graduated.
What are some of the suitability traits that you're referring to?
Look, there's a lot of things that we look for in a dog. Not every dog can be a police dog, so specifically, you know, first and foremost is breed. Secondly is nerve stability. It's really important for us. So what we ask of our dogs is a lot, so they really have to have a very stable temperament. It's nothing for us to be going out and doing job after job catching offenders and then 20 minutes later be in a kindergarten giving you a presentation to a bunch of kids, ears getting pulled and that sort of stuff. So they really need that stable temperament. They need to be really high in all the drives, which is critical for us, so prey drive, defence drive, all those things, and they have to have the ability to almost switch on and switch off. So the dogs work with the handlers for 8 hours a day, sometimes more. After that they go home and they stay with their family, so they really are, when they go home, switched off, just another member of the family.
In this recent schedule of training, were there other dogs involved? Did they pass or not pass?
No, so we started the course with 2 dogs. So our initial assessment program and our development program give us a really good insight as to whether or not we think that dog is actually going to pass that course. So when we start a course, we're reasonably confident. You can never be 100% sure with a dog, because at the end of the day they are dogs. And like most of us, they're prone to good days and bad days at work. So these 2, we were reasonably confident when they started that they were actually going to finish and be successful. So
how great is it now that they have gone through the training and they've officially graduated?
It's excellent. It's great because it bolsters our numbers. It provides our members on the front line the support they need to be able to do their job properly to make sure we're apprehending offenders.
Now that they've graduated, did they get a specific grade at the end, high distinctions?
Oh look, yes they do. Both of these dogs are exceptional dogs in their own right. They really are. We're really lucky to have really good breeding program that we've got, but we've also got a panel of breeders out there that actually provide us really good dogs. Now these 2 dogs came to us as adult dogs, and they are just exceptional.
How has the dog operations unit evolved, and are we looking at any more changes to come or evolution?
Look, that's probably not for me to decide, but ultimately we've certainly evolved over the years. Years gone by, I think we've certainly honed our training. We have a better understanding as to the behaviours of dogs and how we can influence those behaviours. We have a really good understanding of, through our breeding programs, about how we can actually maximise the success rates of dogs coming through that program. So I think, and we work in well with other jurisdictions around the country and police jurisdictions internationally as well, which enables us to upskill ourselves in the knowledge space about dogs. And I think probably in the last, even in my time here in the last probably 7 years, we've seen real leaps forward in terms of the dog's capability and our capacity to manage that as well.
Cool. Thanks, Kurt.
Great, no worries, thank you.